Talk about LinkedIn. So I know a lot of people are out there making connections, networking, raising capital, doing all these great things. And, you got to network, you got to meet people, you got to make contacts and connections. It is a contact sport, no matter what you're in, real estate, business, whatever. It's a rainy day today on Halloween. I don't know where you are or what you're doing, but unfortunately for the kids tonight, trick or treat may not happen like they thought it would. Kind of a bummer. But, anyways, networking and LinkedIn. Okay, so there's a lot of people out there talking about LinkedIn, how to use LinkedIn to make connections and the strategy to get appointments and all that kind of stuff. And, a couple of things. You don't want to randomly reach out to somebody and say, who can I introduce you to? Or how can I add value to you? Or I help entrepreneurs find more time, or I help real estate investors be more efficient, those types of things. And you definitely don't want to have in your title, I help business owners do X, or I help so and so do this, or I help people do that. I know there's a lot of people out there promoting LinkedIn courses, telling you to do all these kinds of things. And, when I get messages on LinkedIn, if I don't know who they are, I don't respond because I get 50 of them a day and everybody's saying the same stuff. So you got to remember, when you're networking, when you're reaching out on LinkedIn, when you're doing things like that, you need to be professional, you need to stand out, and you need to attract people to you. So if you're going to reach out to somebody on LinkedIn, you need to know who you're reaching out to. Number one, don't reach out to somebody on LinkedIn and say, what do you do? Look at their profile, understand what they do, check out their website, things like that. I can tell when it's a mass message, and there's nothing more irritating to people than when you reach out to them and you don't even know anything about them. So before you reach out to somebody, before you try to connect or contact with somebody, or strike up a conversation or a dialogue, do a little bit of research first in terms of who they are, what they do, and speak directly to that. Hey Greg, I see you're a real estate developer and you've started a number of companies. I would love to take a few minutes of your time. Well, you don't even want to say that. I'd love to chat with you. I'm a seeker of wisdom. Do you have a few minutes to talk? So something like that is what you'd want to say. You don't want to reach out and say, I see that you're in the real estate industry. How can I add value? Can I pick your brain? Is there something we can do? Say, hey, I see you've started a bunch of companies. You're a real estate developer. I want to be where you are. I'm a seeker of wisdom. Would you have a couple of minutes that we could chat? Something like that. So don't buy into this LinkedIn, blast campaign stuff that people are teaching you and dressing up your profile that, you help people do this, you help businesses do that, this, that, and the other. Have your name, your title, your company, what you do. Make sure it looks legit, professional. And when you reach out to somebody, make sure you know who you're reaching out to, what they do, and, just let them know that you want to connect and chat for a few minutes. So I hope that's helpful on a LinkedIn networking strategy.